It's the infamous back in the house once again.
Hey, you need a bath, okay? And you don't want to go in the goddamn tub, so if we gotta do it like this, we gotta do it like this, huh? Ah, fine, get out of here. You ungrateful little shit. Anyway, this is a video response to the Italian Gamer and one of his videos, Why Do You Game? And by the way, before I go on, Italian Gamer, somewhat of a newer subscriber to you, and I think your channel is fucking awesome, man. So keep up the good work for sure. Okay, so the question is, why do we play games? And why do we game? Me personally, why do I play games? I play both retro and modern games. So right now I got a collection of NES and Super Nintendo and all that shit. When I'm playing retro games, there's three different feelings that I get. One was, this game is garbage. This game fucking sucks. The second way I feel is, second feeling I get is nostalgic feeling. Like, oh man, like recently I just picked up a game called Decap Attack, okay, for the Sega Genesis. I used to play the living shit out of this game when I was a kid. I love the music of it. I'm gonna do a review of this game, but I just love Decap Attack, and I feel like it's an underrated gem. Okay, it's a very common game, but I just think it's a really good game that nobody really talks about. Maybe nobody even likes it, I don't know. But I like it, and I play it as I loved it as a kid, and I play it as an adult, and I'm like, this is awesome, you know, it brings back my childhood and the good times. So when I'm having a bad day at work, or, you know, I'm having personal problems, you know, I play that game, and I'm just like, I kind of escape reality a little bit, you know. And the last reason is, the last feeling I get when I'm playing retro games is, I never played this game, and now I have the chance to, because when I was younger, I didn't have it that good, you know. I wasn't like, well, I didn't have it that bad. I didn't have it like terrible, but you know, I didn't have, like, we weren't a rich family, you know. We met the means to get by. If we wanted a game, it better be my birthday or it better be Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it was, and it makes you more appreciative later on in life when you have certain things and when you could spend money and all that. But now that I'm able to collect these games, because, you know, I fund myself, I go back and, like, a good example is like my top 13 non-nostalgic games I did a video on, and I basically talk about games I never got to play as a kid that if I did I would have loved, and because I love them now, and I know I would have loved them then, you know. So that's honestly the feeling that we get. And then when you play in modern games, it's the same as one of the reasons I mentioned before. It's just to, like, you kind of escape things, you know. Like, I just recently picked up God of War Saga. How badass would it be just to be Kratos? You know, not so much the story behind, you know, the story behind him is pretty tough and shit, but just, like, imagine doing the stuff that he does, man. Or imagine being Commander Shepard from Mass Effect, from the Mass Effect series. Commander Shepard, I'm always like, you know, I make the choices like as if I'm him. Sometimes I get lost in the game, you know, like that. And playing these games, whether it be modern, retro, or whatever, you know, it's definitely great for us. You know, you play a game for a story, or if you play a game to escape reality, or you play a game because you just have the money to, and you're just buying a bunch of games, and you could because you could. Or, you know, you want to relive your childhood, or you want to see what you missed in your childhood. No matter what, video games they're our escape. They're our other reality, you know. When I play a game, I get lost in the story, and I love it. It's like somebody reading a book, you know. Or, you know, and some people could say, oh, you know, that, you know, because I compared video game playing to book reading. Okay, I know there's a huge difference, because as you're, you know, they say video games rot your brains, and hey, maybe I don't care. You know what else rots your brains? A crack pipe. Okay, crack and heroin. That shit rots your brain. Consistently drinking too much, that'll fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? And I drink. I like drinking heavily when I drink, but I don't drink I don't have to drink every single day. I'm not dependent on it. You know, I don't need heroin in my veins. I don't need a fucking crack in my pipe. You know, weed's a little different. You know, that's all I'm gonna say there. Another, like, The reason that we game is because you could escape reality and it brings people together. My best friend in the world, I remember the time I met him. It was lunchtime in elementary school. I just moved to Pennsylvania from New York City. And he's sitting at a table. And everybody's like asking me a ton of questions. Like, because I'm from New York. And they're asking me a ton of questions about stupid stuff. Like stupid kid questions. Because I was in the 3rd grade. I was about 8 years old. People were asking me the dumbest questions. Like have I ever stabbed somebody, or did I ever get shot because I lived in New York City, and where I lived at wasn't actually that bad, you know. So I got tired of everybody, and I went and I sat next to this kid who was all by himself, and I just sat next to him, and he just turns and looks at me and he says, "Ever play Mega Man X?" That's how he started. That's how that conversation, boom. From there, we didn't say hi, nothing. I just sat right next to him. I didn't even think I was planning on talking to him. I wanted to get away from everybody because everybody kept annoying me. So I took my lunch tray, I put it right next to him, I start eating, and he just turns to me and goes, "You ever play Mega Man X?" Starts rambling on about it. So he invites me over. I go to his house and I play Mega Man X for the first time for the Super Nintendo, and I'm like, wow, this is awesome, you know. And now we're like best friends in the world. It's things like that. Like, it brings people together. Look at, like, I'm going to SGC 2013 this year. It's my first convention that I'm going to, but there's so many more that I want to go to. But what I'm saying is, it brings people together, and that's the best part. You can have absolutely nothing in common with a person, but if you both play video games, you probably can have a 22-hour long conversation about different games. So that's what I'm gonna do. This one isn't, you know, I wasn't going all wacky and zany and shit or anything like that, but, you know, I just wanted to get a point across on why I play video games, and it's all the reasons I mentioned. It brings people together, it's an escape of reality, and, you know, you just get to be who you're not, you know. But yeah, look, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Yeah,